Now then, let's begin with this first child presenting arguments. Who done it? Blacken. Pick the wrong person. On the side, blacken will punish. Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule. Now then, let's first discuss the motive, the masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case. What? Who cares about the game? The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer. Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, the game is the motive this time. Yeah, you're right. Then let's just try discussing that first. I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case. Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us the detailed explanation. It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too. Some of us are characters in a video game? So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in that game are first. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. The true identity of Girl A, it's probably Makan, right? She was the timid one. Suka! Girl A is probably Makan Sumiki. Me? That timid tone, it definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who'd be but Girl A. Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights. A nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in a game too. Huh? She's right. The one who said that was Girl B, right? She was the bitch. Suka! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hyoko. Short and foul-mouthed? That's that's the complete opposite of me. Are you sure about that? Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C. Girl C, huh? Her personality was hyper, energetic, and unique. That has to be none other than Ibuki. Suka! Girl C is Ibuki. Girl C, then I'll see you next Tuesday. Dots. Let's move on to Girl D. Girl D, huh? There's only one person who always had a camera with them. Mahiru. Suka! Girl D is Mahiru, the victim of this case. Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F. He's Guy F. Fuyuhiku. Suka! Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiku? I was in the game. That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuyuru? Another person? It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumigi, Kazumi, Sonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuyuru, and another Kuzuyuru. Hold on! Why do you keep saying there are two Kuzuyurus? It's not like I'm wrong. That's what it was written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right? The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuyuru, appears twice, it's true, I have a hunch, but to call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name, Kuzuyuru, appears twice, it's probably because he had a little sister. Suka! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuyuru, mentions that he has a little sister. What do you mean, little sister? This is what Guy F said in the game. That bitch. Oh, okay. We'll just completely skip that. Alright. That's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuyuru appeared twice. By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuyuru, play? You probably noticed, right? I don't really want to say it myself, but I need to move on the conversation forward. The only character in the game that could be playing Fuyuhiko's little sister was the girl who died at the beginning. Suka! The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of. And also we had a picture of her, right? She was the one in the piano room. And it looks like Fuyuhiko. She had the blonde hair and rosy cheeks. Based on the Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that the girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister. Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me? I was being sarcastic, dumbass. Hey, you say the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is... I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mix it up with some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard. She was the type... If she was the type to die easily, I'd have to fucking kill her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and set me off. It happened just the other day. About them, you're probably thinking that because you've lost your memories. Shut the fuck up, you be quiet. I see, so you're never gonna accept that the game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward the class trial now. Nikito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer? A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer. Okay, you're starting to act weird again. Anyway, now that we've established who all the characters are in the game... Girl A is Makan, Girl B is Hiyoko, Girl C is Ibuki, Girl D is Mahiru, and Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, the dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister. That's just a story That's just a story in a fucking game. If so, then Girl E is Misato. Could it be the name Misato who likes the white rice? I don't know which Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case. Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name since they're both really plain names. What the heck? Is that a wild connection? Takana may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suiki. Oh, and he also has a strange rivalry going on. Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game. What do you mean, mystery of the game? My, you don't know. I heard that girlie got killed. What? No way. Is that true? Getting killed is so violent, don't you know? My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen? You guys are definitely friends. So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct? Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed. The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume why that based on the content of the game. Because she was the killer. I don't know why I blanked on that. The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game, which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all, but is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim. In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder. It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared it in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage in the first case. I'm surprised you went through all that trouble. Mapping is the second nature in retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is basic. We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on this case! Then I'll start explaining. Hey, yeah, it's okay, Chiaki. We didn't mean to, Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when we heard the sound of breaking glass. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard the sound. Girl E was in the front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to go get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that was heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound? Yep, an understandable explanation, just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games. But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the killer Girl E? Obviously, Girl E was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim. Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office. Which means Girl E was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left. But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key from the music room, right? By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility that there being a spare key. You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped. And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived. She would have passed the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that. Then forget this! It's not cute to see an old guy sulk. Hey, if Girl E really is the killer, we hadn't reached an answer yet. Is Girl E really the killer? Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who is waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do? She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside. How did Girl E get from outside to the outside of the school? To the front of the music room. To go back to the music room from the outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there. At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of a window shattering. They heard the vase breaking. First of all, the sound that the girls heard wasn't the window breaking. It wasn't the window? Then what broke that made the sound? A vase. A vase? How low can you go? Can you go down the floor? After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room. The sound of breaking glass the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of a vase breaking. Probably. Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in the front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase next door to the classroom, and the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. To make them think the murder had just occurred, and that the killer had just escaped. So, then the four of them ran over to after they heard the sound. Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too. I see, now the mystery has been solved. Wait a minute, the mystery hasn't been solved yet. You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet. Murder weapon? Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out who the killer was. Not cool! I went through all the trouble to making this death march, and you gotta stick to the end. What the heck? You're so annoying. Fine, let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need a shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting! You're the disgusting one. The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out? What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. That was out of line right now. Just now, white noise, non-stop debates. Some lines will be more durable. Okay, it's just more durable white noise now. Okay. A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass? Isn't that the cause of death? Wasn't the cause of death a blow to the head? Then she attacked her with the fish tank. That's too big to be a weapon. Then the piano. Are you even... Why are you going even bigger? The investigation conducts universal chaos. That's too big of a scale to base it off of. Then how about beating her with the gravel? Sonia Sansera! I got it. The killer must use gravel to attack the victim. My goodness, I got it right, and I was just throwing things out there. Ta! Just as I thought, I'm chosen by the gods. You're not chosen at all. You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon. What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag? A bag? What kind of bag? If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon. Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even an ace attorney would be astonished at such a fantastic idea. But for the killer, it's the idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some sort of pervert, it makes sense for a swimsuit to be stolen. And if the swimsuit was used to make as an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later. How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now? The happiness you feel when a mystery you create is solved, only producers know the feeling of ecstasy. But the real important talk begins now. Girlie has someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D. Girl D? You talking about Mahiru, right? Huh? Mahiru is an accomplice? What is that? What does that mean? The piece of vase that became an important clue to the music room murder, Girl D got rid of it. Okay, I made sure to throw it away. Was it the... And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and then ended up getting into an argument. And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her. But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death. She probably made her unconscious by accident, and from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling. You can't? That's pretty scary. But Girlie was also killed by someone on that 4th day of the game's last day. I might as well just ask in case, who do you think killed Girl E? Girl E's killer right now, the only person I can think of is the guy. Guy F. Suka! It should have been Guy F. That bitch, who she thinks she is, I'll never forgive her. A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of burning hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister. But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say? If the game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you. Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident? That is, I'm terribly sorry, but... They don't remember. That's obvious, because their school memories were totally stolen. Even if I do remember, I already know. It's obvious that Guy is the killer. The one who killed a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyahigu. Girlie and Mahiru were killed by that guy. You sure talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now. But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with the game? Perhaps the two are unrelated. No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point that Girlie and Mahiru's murder. The metal bat. They were both killed with a metal bat. I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer had definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed at the beach house, and Girlie, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection. Someone must have wanted to split her head open to the exact same way, and they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right? You better cut that shit out right now. There's no way a stupid game could be the motive. You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game. That's why you killed her as revenge. If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And if it's true, Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be way too obvious? What are you... I mean, it's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer. Trap? What do you mean? The true killer played the game and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try and set up Fuyuhiko. Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover? Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko? Huh? Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer. What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch? Hey, stop talking to my waifu like that, bitch. What are you trying to say, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? What? You're so mean! Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach at the scene of the crime. Oh, I accidentally shot it. My bad. But I didn't go! Soichigando! Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko. Seriously, I told you I didn't! But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours? I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Makan's based on how ugly they are. And don't decide that based on ugliness. Huh? They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprints I collected from your room match these footprints perfectly. Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo. Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance. A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaning against? Are you saying when the person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet? The door was still accessible when they went in, and that's when they left. Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko? Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house. So you finally decided to confess. I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine. I've never heard of the daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there for my morning walk. I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all. Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying. Huh? It's a lie? People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you prove that I'm lying? Yeah, there's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that. Are you sure about that? Are you absolutely sure you weren't summoned there later? I didn't go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk. Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry. I didn't go there any other time. Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house? Yeah, obviously not. I never even saw her. God damn, I keep shooting them now. I can't. Is it oh, fuck it. I seriously, it shouldn't have been spinning. Hiyoko said she never saw Mahiru, but is that really true? I didn't go to the beach house. But I forget what it said now. I only went there for my morning walk. Soichigado! Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter? I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to intervene with our meeting. Let's keep it secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko. That letter, it's the one Mahiru had, right? I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her. What is that letter? I'm serious. I don't know. Oh, snap. I remember now. I totally saw you. Huh? You were running away from the beach literally as we were there at like 3:30. Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m. I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, and ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko. You're wrong! You're totally wrong! Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Ryuhiku, so you should have seen Hiyoko too, right? No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner and I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time. For some reason, that sounds suspicious too. It's the truth. Deal with it. Deal with it. Forget about it. Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house. Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really, really don't know. Is she really crying or is she faking it? She's probably faking it. We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote the letter and let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then when you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too. The only place I can think of that Hiyoko was hiding was probably that place, right? The closet. The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet? Yes, that is right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct? What's it? A gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house with a swift wind. But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving footprints. Fwahaha! We have presented the proof. My 4 dark divas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
It's a trap! It's obviously someone's trap! Who's someone? Whose trap is it? It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask. Maybe. The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing it could be the real killer. You're the one who wore the mask and killed Mahiru, right? There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something? That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling what now? That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island, which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why if you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just difference between cultures. A culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why did you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer. Dots. It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel we're being directed by someone. But I shall render my verdict upon the mystery's conclusion.
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
Weren't you the one who was hiding in the closet? And you dropped that gummy? Soichigando! She liked a specific brand! That wasn't her. Someone placed it. About the gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it? Only a child... The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there. Hey, little person.
You're the midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true that Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand. The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about lemon flavored? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like a lemon flavored gummy. Huh? The gummy was yellow? Then it's not mine. The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies.
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in the cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can assume Hiyoko isn't the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See, I tell you, it's definitely a trap. Damn it. Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge. I'm gonna bop you in the head with all my might.
Hold it, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet. We're not done here yet, Hiyoko. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean? Mahiru used the last ounce of her strength.
Soichigando, she was killed instantly. Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill ya.
I'm sorry. Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women. I'm pretty sure her death was instant too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it. Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there was bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
You just asked Hyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true. Let's assume Hyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's the one who dragged the body?
But she didn't have blood on her. Think about it. When she was running, she didn't have blood on her.
If she handled that body that bloody, I think her clothes and skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was spotless. She was clean.
See, I told you I wasn't the killer. Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
Uh-oh. Time to fight this rat bastard. We haven't decided anything yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting Hyoko's the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you she's the killer. That little bitch is definitely the killer. Are you sure about that?
He killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the one and only killer I can think of.
Fuyuhiko is stubbornly insistent with Hyoko as the killer. If I don't counter his words, I'll be pushed back. Oh, sorry, I fucked up. Yeah, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only one I can think of. If Hyoko moved the body, then she should have been covered in blood. So what, dumbass? There's a shower room at the beach house. And after she moved the body, she should have washed it off in the shower. No, she didn't. The shower room doesn't work. No, washing off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order. Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took off her clothes and moved the body, and when she did that, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
No, but that can't be true either, because remember, she can't tie her sash by herself. Hyoko took off her clothes before committing the murder. No, that would be impossible, because she can't get dressed by herself. Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put and take off her clothes. What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad. I didn't smell. It only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house also prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma would have kept quiet. Damn right, I'm a stickler for the rules, and that even Safari Park Rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, and then what did Hyoko do to get rid of the blood?
Like I said, the blood wasn't on me in the first place because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Oh, no, I don't think it was. I think she actually just fought Nekomara. Because I'm sure Nekomara's going to attest to that, right? Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood and we all met to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you it was because I beat up Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't got that rough with her, she wouldn't have been back. She wouldn't have backed down.
Doubting me of all people? You got some nerve. Alright, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does.
And more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay, I'm not the killer? Yeah, it seems like it. See, I already told you, there's no way I killed Mahiru. Because Mahiru caught me. It taught me how to wear my kimono sash, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill her, a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid, 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 stupid. Hiyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf. I hope you get a hangnail and die. Well, I'm sorry for being pig barf. Dots. More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko for being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind? Hey, Hiyoko, now that our suspicion has been addressed, can you tell us the truth? Huh? Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right? Well, like I said, it was a trap. Yeah, I got that already. So can you give us the details about the trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we can meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Guys, she never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it, so that was a lie.
Because I thought if I'd be doubted if I admitted it, so I figured it'd be better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
And at the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay we change places? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same, at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to intervene with our meeting. Let's keep a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if we started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru. And it's awfully strange why it's the exact same message, though. I think someone else wrote it and tricked them. Letter to Hiyoko.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at the time.
Huh? The letter that Hiyoko had doesn't it clearly contradict other evidence? It contradicts Mahiru's. Where is it? Where is it? I'm sorry. I'm so blind. I'm so blind. Where is it? Oh my god. What is it? Oh. I'm so blind! I literally scrolled over it. I was probably sitting on it. This letter, doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had? About what we discussed earlier, it's okay if we change the place and time. I want you to come to the beach house at the second island at 2:30 p.m. Mahiru's letter said to me at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter, about what we discussed earlier, it's okay if we change the place. I want you to come to the beach house at the second island at time place 2 p.m. Whoa! The meeting times are different! It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing. Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote a letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say that the letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? They did them both. None of them ever wrote anything. They both just went to what was addressed. The killer must have forged both the letters. The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it. That seems very unlikely. In fact, if you compare both letters. Confirmed, just as I assumed the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part, I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part, it seems there's someone who wants to intervene with our meeting. And this part, let's keep it secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both the letters?
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like another world puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me, and then Mahiru's killer... How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really, this is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times, but the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable. So we're here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We could just lightly punch him to death later. So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko? What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Huh? Medicine? That medicine, could it be? Did they just get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even had prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared, and I couldn't help it, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hyoko from the start. For that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru and put her to sleep and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer. Hyoko, please do not cry. We believe in you.
Is it really okay to believe us so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know. This will never end if you keep being so suspicious. Isn't that what a class trial is about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else, two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what the class trial should be. Seriously, which side are you on? I'm on the side of absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists to the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither black nor white, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish I'd just be on the side with the enemy and already so I could believe in what he's saying. Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue containing what Hyoko told us. So, let us believe what Hyoko's words and discuss once again with everyone. Yep, the debate proceeds when you assume you can believe in each other. Good job, that's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Z's.
Why he's sleeping?
Dumbass, you bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is bitter truth.
The bitter truth, that may be true. Even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Is that a suspension? Suspend. Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now! What? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? Oop, boop, boop, boop. If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you can. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears. Correct. You say Naru in German when you're surprised. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow I feel it feels wrong to me.
Alrighty then, my weeaboos. That's gonna do it for part 1 of the second trial. Hope you all enjoyed that one. And I hope you uncover the mystery as we get into part 2 of the trial in a few hours, baby. Piece it together for the climactic trial ending later today. So I hope to see y'all there.